see what happens here, guys. Title Tuesday, it's the late edition, and oof, I haven't played 11 rounds of Blitz chess in the afternoon in a while, so we'll see how we do, guys. We got a nice low Blitz rating to start off. It's 3+1. Okay. We gotta start off with the London. The first game might always be rough, so. Mr. Ruthless I'm up against. That's not who I wanted to find first round. Mr. Ruthless. Okay. Go bishop d3. Okay, depending on what he does, my next plan might be like this, for example, if he brings the knight back. Knight df3, bishop f4, queen e2. Basically everything's supporting the knight on e5. And there's also maybe an opportunity for me to play f4. Like perhaps if he goes here. So there are 2 Title Tuesdays now. We're gonna see if we can take advantage of that and play the late edition. See if it goes any better. Just have a feeling it'll be the exact same. So taking on e5, knight takes e5 doesn't look right. So imagine it's queen takes h5 here. Huh? Is that a move? Takes, takes, takes. And in what? Okay, I'm gonna have to just go with it. But in what world did I not just win a pawn there? There is some d4 move. I don't think it threatens much. But like knight e4, knight f6 becomes possible after that. And I'll be able to get castled. f4, obviously, just like fully connecting everything looks good too. Just gonna have to trust the position here. I mean, f4 is, it's gotta be the move. The only thing I can think of is maybe he wants to go here at knight b4, but he's still not really making a threat there. Okay, yeah, he's kind of given up on it. I think he's just worse. Let's go knight f3. Now that we're covering that square, I think everything's good now. Yeah, knight d4 and knight d4, and we're chilling hard. Knight c4, probably drop the queen back. It's also not bad to take it, but in general, I'm gonna wait to open that diagonal until I'm really sure about myself. Bishop d7, let's castle. It's probably also castle is probably a bit hasty. I feel like h4 is quite strong here. I'm gonna go h4 because I can still castle if I want, and h5 looks extremely good. h4, h5 looks lethal. And I'm struggling to find the counterplay for black. The bishop on d7 is stuck. h5 is gonna rip things open. Probably has to meet that with g5, which I understand. Then I can go, I have queen g4, h6. I just take it. His queen takes e5. Yeah, okay. It's not totally clean. So I think I'm probably just gonna castle and go for h5 the slow way with rook e1, maybe rook f2. Just build it up with all those other moves first. And h5 will still be a good move. Try to stay up on time here. I like the move rook f2. It also this one. Like rook f2 because it guards this. We can attack that. Go h5 now. Okay, just blundered that. Now that's too much. Huge KO. We don't win many games in Title Tuesdays, so every win, every pawn we take is a KO. Hello, Tom. Yeah, Tom calling for an early resign. Yeah, early resign, Kappa. He's got 13 seconds and he's completely lost. But, yep, that's my opponent respecting me. Early resign. Yeah. But, okay, he just needed to bring the bishop back. Right? I mean, this is some theory. I think Wesley played it against Anish first. Anish played bishop g2, and after f5, f4, he was just slightly worse. I think he managed to draw the game. F4 is just a mistake, I think. If he moves the bishop somewhere, then I have the option to play f4, lock that down, but there's also knight f3, and then if f4, I could just move the, could try moving the bishop, or I could even take that. It's not the end of the world. Something like this. This looks pretty good too. Playable at least. Black's gonna go here. Okay, maybe I don't love it. But bishop d2 would be a move. I can also even try something like this, which looks really strange because I just said I don't like this. But I would consider this in some cases so that I'm controlling this square. And if I need to, I can play f3, so he's never rerouting a knight to e4. So I would maybe consider something like that. But it was pretty one-sided because he just played this, blundered a pawn, and then he didn't do anything here to try to make it interesting, like try to imbalance it. No, he just said, okay, I'm down a full pawn, I'm just gonna play the chess position. And that should never work out. White has an overwhelm. I was probably a little too careful. I could have probably blasted through some moves over here, but I went for the very slow, measured approach. All right. Have I just never won round one in Title Tuesday ever? Because I don't think I've jumped up and played at 2950. Maybe my rating's just lower. I think that's it. Being low 2600s, I think is causing me to play up. I'm not used to it. I don't win in Title Tuesdays, so this is a unique experience for me. Okay. This guy's a beast. Bishop d3, eh? Okay. Okay, we have a hedgehog here. Pretty much characterized by those pawns. And I can only assume that Buddy is looking to come at me here with f4. Bishop f8, g6. Okay, he can't play this for the moment. So you're gonna go here. I'm gonna play bishop f8. I'm thinking, definitely thinking of g6 here to put the bishop. This could be really the wrong idea, but I wanted to do this, and also sometimes we play for e5, and I wanted to stop knight f5. Bishop g7. Next, certainly an idea. I mean, he's got things covered, so it's not like I can really put any pressure on e4. Well, I can put pressure, but I'm not putting the type of pressure that would maybe win the pawn in any foreseeable future. So queen h3 really makes me think of the move h5 to play knight g4. So I'm definitely thinking of h5 now. I could always do it next turn or something, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking of h5 now. Maybe just bishop here. I don't need to do anything crazy. Is he trying to play this? Somehow I feel like he might be. So I'm gonna go h5, so I have this available if f5. And then my knights can try to sink some squares. Bit of a loose move. I think it's not bad. Let's go here. So if f5, knight g4. Now I think it's time for this. Imagine he'll just bring the knight. Maybe it's hard to tell. I want to take and put a knight on e5 somehow. So if he takes me, or if I take him and do it, I think it's going to be the same thing. And at some point, the move b5 will be nice for me. At some point. Just to take advantage of some loose pieces there. So let's take this. Does this pawn hang is the question. I assume not. Knight takes f4, knight e4. Okay, he assumed yes. That's good. Do we go b5 here? Let's say no for now. Maybe he has knight d4. I don't really want to play bishop there. Okay. Knight d5 will take it. Actually, we don't have to. We could go queen d8. That might be a bit smarter for the moment. I can always take it later. Could try that. Definitely think I have a good position. What are these moves? Oh, I didn't even see it was hanging. Such a good position. I just got beat on the clock. Rook b6 is a little lame. Here things are like, all these things should be fine. Really unfortunate how it happened. Yeah, here for some reason I thought it was defended. Maybe I don't have a move anyway though. Like obviously this is a disaster because everything's lost here. So things have gotten out of hand. But I mean this is some BS, it must have been. I don't know what's happening here. But it's a very tricky looking move. Okay, what should I be doing? Somehow it looks I don't know. There's something wrong with that for sure. I think this is the critical moment. Later, it's like, okay, anyone's gonna win that time scramble. I don't really know what's happening, but knight f5 looks like a very difficult move to meet. It's never a lot of time to analyze my games. The next one always just starts. Don't know how that always happens. I did queen f6 in the game against knight f5, and well, the position I got I was very happy with. I'm not sure he played what I would have expected there. Okay, back down to people my level. Here we go. Candidate master. These are my people. Rook e1. Okay, it goes knight g6. Let's kick that guy. I played queen f3 so the knight couldn't go there. Now, I guess I was sort of planning to go maybe like that. h4 could have also been an idea there, but for the moment, I guess I'm gonna try to keep the file open. Keep the h file open for my pieces to use. Usually you want to take this way. Taking this way allows a little too much counterplay. So on this one, I was at least considering this. Is that anything? Knight f8 looks pretty sketch. I think he wants to put that there. Just bring some pieces in. I think he wants to use f8 for a knight to watch this. But so let's say this happens. What threat am I eventually making there? It's more like I would have to break through like this. Or go h4, h5. What threats do I make here? Really not sure. It looks like a great looking position. Needs to go here. Okay, I guess I'll just keep the bishop for now. Now he's starting this. See how he takes back? I think it's probably going to be this way, even though it's really weak. Can't really imagine it's going to get taken with the knight or the pawn. Well, that one looks weird to me because I feel like he's pretty much getting mated down there on h8, in a lot of lines at least. Rook e3, rook h3 looks quite sturdy as a plan. Rook f2 is not the worst to have in a lot of lines where f6 gets played and I want to win this pawn. I have rook g2. Is he planning to just evacuate here? Let's do this. If he takes like that, I think he's in big trouble. Let's just keep my life simple for now and go back. These are my next moves. Maybe there's a kind of crushing move there, but let's keep it simple. Queen d6, queen h8 is a kind of typical tactic. I don't even know if I need to do it though. I might just be winning in other ways. At some point he's got to just play king f8, you feel like, but I think he just gets... Can almost just run my h-pawn here. This one looks like the threat now that that's safe. Queen e5 was far superior, I think. That one was, again, I think quite one-sided. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do, though. I really thought he would take here. Seems like a good practical move. It's probably not a great move, because it leaves his pawn. But okay, black can defend that, the bishop and the knight, and it'd be really hard for me to take. Maybe I have a plan of h4, h5, but okay. Black can start to get some counterplay. Well, the only thing I can say, guys, is that I got double white. That's all I can say. We got the white pieces twice here. Go us. They They knew I needed the assistance. Let's do this. He's got to take that, and he can take on e4 after, but getting castled pretty quickly there. So I'm hoping that makes it okay. He has this move, doesn't he? Some weird trick thing. E5? Why do I feel like e5 is about to happen? I was about to play knight gf3, but e5 somehow looks annoying. Maybe I just play e takes d5 there. I think I could play e5 there, by the way. Okay, let's castle ourselves. I definitely like my position. Rook on the e file, for sure. If I go e5, the knight gets sort of stranded there. And I guess he's gonna go f5 after that. e5 is looking kind of good. Let's see how this goes. e5, I'm sort of in between taking and bishop to g5. Yeah, so he just goes back. I think we've gotta, probably gotta take that. How do I want my pieces here? Try to go like maybe this. Also have like queen d2, just tickle that pawn. I mean, I've got pieces lined up against the weakness, so we're definitely not complaining here. I think I could have taken a much more solid kind of approach, but hey, we went for this. It's already done. Okay, can also just play e6 and make sure we push that down there. I don't think knight takes c5 is anything. Go for f4. This move was the one to play there. He was threatening b4. Okay, not the best move, knight f3, but it's fine. There we go. We won a close one. We won a close one. Okay, I like my position after e4. I was a little concerned about this, but to be honest, white should just have an overwhelming game here. e5 I was happy with, because now his knight has to go there. And you can't take that. And here if you played e5, which I thought, I was thinking about bishop here, but really this is just good for white. I have g5, rook over. I think white is just better here. Doesn't look good for black. Black's pieces are on the wrong side of the board. All the action's over here. And here, okay, I made some very simple moves. b3 I thought was a good move in the end. This must be a blunder, queen f5. But I was gonna go here, here, like that, or the pressure might be too much from c5, so. And I was actually pretty happy with my conversion here. The only thing I thought I maybe should have played was knight f5 here. But knight f5, rook f7. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a good conversion in, but okay, I could see things getting out of hand. Just this looks pretty nice with this. It looks pretty comfortable. Still, I thought the conversion was pretty good. And here I actually didn't notice this until I played this move. And then I have queen here after check. As well as rook f3 all the time, but I just didn't really notice this. Okay, I have many moves, many reasons why I wasn't winning, but once we won the d-pawn, I was pretty sure I was going to win this. Okay, recognize this name. I'm playing all the Russian grandmasters, I guess. Tournament's probably at a good time for Russia. So I'm playing all the Russian GMs. g3, I'll play b5. Okay, bishop g5, yeah. I think I'll play c6 and e5. I'm not sure if it's the right plan against what he's doing, but we're committed. Yeah, I'll play e5, see how it goes. So queen d8 and then bishop there is technically the better order, but queen d8 is not possible at the moment. So maybe we can get this bishop doing some weird acrobatics to find a good diagonal. This is some sort of b5. Maybe I'll play b5 next. If he plays a4, I'm also happy to see that. Kind of weakens things a bit. e5 on my mind, but okay, b5 here I have b4. Yeah, that works for me. Nice, so he does go here, but I thought this would be nice for me. Bishop d8 maybe? Can't really tell, but let's try to put my bishop on a better diagonal. Could be a little sus, my plan here. The other option was to take and go here. Takes, knight c5 is always available as well. Wow. Rook there. I think he wants to play, I almost think he wants to play g4. I'm just gonna go here. These look like some useful squares. But putting the rook like that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, I gotta be honest. Bishop g4 also looks good. Here, is that a move? I shouldn't be pre-moving this, because bishop takes e3 looks like it wins. Really don't know what Buddy's up to over here. Just put that out there. Can bring this over as well. I'm not necessarily threatening to take that, but okay, it's just a nice square for my bishop. Knight g6 next. Even threatens a pawn. Or knight e6. Okay, I thought I could take here. He wants to threaten rook f3 after. No, but it's a check. allowing this. I'm really a fucking idiot. Allowed rook f4. Thought I had this. Such a bad move. Oh my god. Oh my god, he flagged. Where are the believers? Let's go! That's a flag! We take those. My stick was on the ice! Oh my god, my move is so bad here. Like, panic bra was checking in. This move, by the way, is there a reason? Did I miss something? Why didn't he take this? Why didn't he take it? Just winning. It's so winning. Yes, maybe he saw this tactic. Huge tactic from me. Really losing the game on the spot. No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, this is winning. Because he takes it and he goes back to this square and he guards the pawns. And I'm nothing. I got nothing there. This was such a panic bad move. I should, yeah, anything really. Go here maybe so that I can give a check. Maybe even something like this. He played it so bad at the end. It was a tense game. I was really, really happy with my opening. I thought it was a great opening. I thought I played it well. So I thought this was very sexy. A5 I thought was good. Bishop on b6. Everything was like fantastic, I thought. Then knight h2, and I have some decisions to make, which I wasn't too happy about at the time. Because here, if I like keep taking pawns, he takes here, and thought I was in trouble. Okay, we got another game. We got the white pieces now. Playing good buddy of mine, Eduardo Turzaga from Venezuela. Okay, I'll play the, I guess what I'll call the more ambitious line here. Bishop e6, knight c1. That's what I was planning. There's some really quick stuff that black gets with like the rook and the knight using the b file, but okay. put a knight there. Thinking of knight b3. I think it also might be time for h4. Knight b6, I'll go knight b3. It's okay if takes, at least I get a pawn here to take back, sorry, to cover c4. And h5 should probably be my next move. So he has this move coming. And between this move and then just h5. And after knight there, I go queen c1. I think it's kind of okay. I'm just gonna go here. Normally I would maybe play queen, maybe I would normally play knight c1 there to cover this, just to be safe, but I'm gonna go right for it with h5. If knight takes, rook takes wins on the spot with queen g5, so he's not taking that. We're getting a pretty typical attack here, and then my knight will have the c1 square to go to in defense, which looks nice for me. Surely we should take. It's definitely good, I think, for white. Start by taking. Question mark? Or just this? Do these kind of moves. It's a loose move, but gotta do something like that. So here, knight there takes, queen takes e6. Takes, knight takes, rook takes d6. So I think if knight takes, I push and push. And I want to go f4 next, and knight takes f4. Could be total BS. Knight here, I don't think you can do. So I expect that. And then takes, can't take back. Was my idea at least. Or maybe you can't take back, but I'm getting the whole attack there, so. Also here, knight d4 is probably just good. I mean, he has some stuff here, but I don't really see the whole mate. I think this one is the way to go. Might have been expecting me to do that, but I'm gonna do this. Totally missed his idea. Just choked at the end. 83. Just totally forgot about this for a sec. Fuck, that's a really good game too. Because the rook f1 didn't matter because at this point I had missed the whole idea. So I wasn't even like panicking. I just didn't even see queen takes a2. Here? No, there's not a better move here. I mean, rook c1 has to be fine. Like, white's just totally winning here. Some rook f2, like, oof, there's nothing. There's nothing. Rook f2 is resigned. Rook f2 is resigned. Really resigns. I mean, I really can't be upset with how that game was played. Start to finish, it's pretty much ideal for this opening. Knight b3 is great, h5 is great, queen c1 I thought was good. I don't know. I thought f4 was good. Knight d4 is probably a very good move. And then knight b2 is like some kind of bullshit that I could have maybe reacted to better, but I don't know, rook h2 looks pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should just play the exact same entire game, the exact same way, and just play rook f2 at the end. Simple. It looked pretty nice. I'd be curious. Yeah, I mean, I knew this was crushing. It's like plus a bunch here. So his knight takes b2 is kind of strong, and I guess he should have just done it now. And I should have trusted myself initially. So knight d4 I thought was very clever because it wins a piece outright, and he has to go for this. I didn't really see this. I should have taken it, which was my plan, and the difference is that when he does this sort of stuff... rook d7, okay. I wouldn't have found any of this shit. I was thinking that there was some knight g6. And push. But okay, no, I wouldn't have seen any of the rook d7 bullshit. that stuff doesn't look findable. It's a pretty tense game, and here he's just lost. And I just wasn't even thinking here because, yeah, I mean, rook f2 is a good move. There's a lot of good moves here. There's a lot of good moves. As I said, I don't really do well in, I would say, very tactical battles. So I thought that was a pretty good game. Go Aryan. All right. Buddy Aryan. We might get a position that looks very like Benoni Benko-y. Playing d4 so that he doesn't play d4 doesn't mean that what I'm doing is particularly good. It certainly does not. So he hasn't gone for like e3, trying to break things open immediately. knight d2 makes a ton of sense. So castle, knight e4. Thinking this move to play that. And maybe there's some lines where I have to sack some exchange, I'm not sure, but I need to defend this knight so I can play b6. I think that's the point. Castle. I have the two bishops. So basically if I feel like if I survive the next flurry of moves, then I should have a pretty okay position. Like, I want a castle next, and I don't know what's gonna stop me. Not that move. This one, I think I can just take it. Play rook b8, so maybe I consider a5. Queen a4, b5. He's got this square, but that's about it. And it helps to get off the diagonal. Ooh, okay, well, having these squares now, I think is a very, very, very good thing for me. Knight on b4 looks quite nice. Queen d7, maybe f5. Trading these bishops is always a weird feeling. Like, I know it should be good for black, but positionally it always kind of rubs me the wrong way. It is good though. Queen d7, something like bishop f8. So black is definitely better in this position. But I have a bunch of dark square pawns and he has knights, so it's going to be tricky. Rook e6 is nice. Watches this. Don't think I want to trade. This was a really, really nice game. This was a really, I was really, really happy with this game. GG, GG Aryan. Hey, buddy. I thought it was, once I solidified the bishops here, and especially kept this pawn structure, I had a good feeling. But honestly, I think in the opening, it's more annoying for black to deal with this, to deal with e3 than d3. Usually when white goes like this and very quick stuff like that, I don't know, it's not like it's a terrible line for black, but I think I always hate to play against this more. So e3 I was more concerned about. d3 I was happy to see. Just kind of a bit more of a chill line. And I agree, bishop d7 was precise. I was actually concerned here. I was just thinking to myself, what is the issue? The issue is white goes here, attacks this, and I would need to play b6, but my knight is hanging, so I simply need to defend the knight. And all the queen moves to defend the knight are very sketchy, like all of these. These all suck. So bishop d7, I agree, it's very precise. It's kind of almost the only move for black, but then you see it and it's like, oh, if white doesn't have any threats here, there's no b4 tricks, then black just starts to get a better position. And actually, when you play the Maroczy bind with white, I was actually teaching this in the chessbrah gym recently, guys. When you have the Maroczy structure and then you take this way, then this guy's the weakness and you sort of pile up with the rooks, and usually the pressure is too much. So I think this was a pretty good example of that. Black has the bishop and the dark square pawn, so it's not very nice. White has all these squares, but squares don't really do much. So I'm actually really happy with that game. Sorry, buddy Aryan. Start to hate it pretty fast. Yeah, understandable. Good luck in the next game, Aryan. Okay, we got the next one straight away. This is Gawain Jones. Okay, I've been playing this all tournament. I'll stick with it for now. So we'll play this one a little bit differently. E6, yeah. Let's put that bishop back. These sort of moves will probably be the next ones. You go straight for e5. This is pretty typical stuff for this opening. Knight h5, getting into f4, kind of King's Indian style. And white has a nice d5 square, but of course you have to use it. So bishop d5 is kind of looking like a good move here. You can almost only play bishop c6 against that. Let's start with this. I think this is really good. Getting to trade these bishops is awesome. Queen a4 I'm looking at. I already like my position. So I'm thinking queen a4. Let's start with that. And then we have some knight c4 coming. So this is a little concerning. I wanted to go knight c4 here. He goes there, he gets b5. So let's start with the a4. Yes, he gets the knight there, but in most lines, I don't mind taking this. At the moment, I don't even think I need to rush and take it. Can I go here? Just build it up? Or should I take it right away and go e5? Let's take it. I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna start quickly with e5. The thing is, even if I lose this pawn, okay, the pawns are doubled and I have the ideal setup against that bishop, these pawns. So it shouldn't be too bad. We have this, a6, we can now go here, or even b3 is fine, rook d1. I'm guarding the pawn. Maybe gonna go here. There's some queen traps as well, like knight d6, rook e2. Now he goes here. I have knight g5. Also have just this. Here he wants to play a6. Does he? Maybe. A6 here. So knight g5 could have been the move on the last turn. It might have been a little sloppy not to play it. b5 I don't think works. Here he wants knight b6. Well, I have to take. There's no way this is good though. Something looks off here. Here I have knight d4, protecting that, otherwise I'm taking this. Maybe e6. The a7, knight b5, and knight d4 should be good as well.
Many have been touched by the light.
Shit. It's a big one. It's a big one. That got very sketchy in time pressure, but I was pretty happy with that game overall. Yeah, definitely got a little sketchy here. I think I played it well, and then I think the idea of just keeping the pawn is lethal. Knight c6. Okay, it might have missed something, but the knight covers everything. And the bishop moves. Then I play rook takes c4, and as long as the rook protects the knight, knight protects the pawn. I'm also threatening knight e7, which I think forces rook d3. And then here, basically, I just need to take whatever I see, and I pre-move this because whatever the bishop moves, I would just take it. Okay, I'm counting on not playing that. But by the way, here, if I'm not mistaken, this is why I was so upset. Like, you heard me say like oh fuck here because I didn't have, I had like 1.1 second and I like made this move, and of course, rook takes a7 should be played. Right, and so that's why I was upset. But he didn't play it. He just took this way, and then we had the advantage end up winning. But rook takes this way is disturbing because now I don't have anything. I don't get anything. So we got away with one there. Okay, my position is very good. It's definitely winning for white. But this particular move, we got away with one. But I have 1.1 seconds, so it means I moved with 0.1 or something. Rook b1 after bishop c3. So after I played knight c6, the other issue was I didn't really notice that I was threatening this, to be honest with you guys. Like, I knew later that this was an idea, but I didn't immediately notice that this was going to be a fork. I just knew that it was a good move because it guarded the pawn and hit the bishop. So, yeah, to be honest, that's a good point. This is just very simple and crushing. Yeah, there's so many threats here. Can't defend any of them. Yeah, and then when I ended up playing rook b8, it was actually a mistake. Well, can't win these without getting a little bit lucky. Overall, I think that game was pretty good. I haven't been too unhappy with almost any of my games, even my losses. Because I had a pretty clear plan, I kind of executed it here. I think this was a good game. Bishop b5 is a good move. Okay, I guess I haven't shown you guys the standings at all this tournament, so here they are. So a lot of big guys up there at 7 points. And we actually have 6 points. So the fact that someone isn't on 8 or 7.5, we're actually only a point behind the leaders. There's a lot of leaders, so it's still a long shot. We also have good tie breaks because we played a lot of really strong players. Okay, something chill. I mean, I don't dislike my position. I think it's solid. But I'm wondering what white's gonna do, because this is not so easy to accomplish, it looks like. Maybe he's thinking about this. It's castle. So you might want to do this. Really don't think I can complain about the position though. He might just be going slow. Bishop d2, yeah. Queen d7, knight a4, knight takes d4. I'm gonna just do this. Knight here, maybe knight takes c5. I think this move is playable now. It might have been playable last turn as well.
I want you to open your mind.
A little hasty here. So definitely a little bit hasty. Also, this bishop a5 here. This bishop takes. I think I have to take this way.
To new possibilities. To new emotions. New experiences.
Okay, bishop d6, knight here. Maybe b4. I was thinking he might consider one of these moves. Yeah. It's a nasty endgame, hey?
I want you to open your mind to new possibilities, to new emotions, new experiences. I want you to forget all the emotions before this moment. The happy emotions, the negative emotions, the bad memories, happy memories, worries about the future. You are here now. Just enjoy the moment. Let your body do what your body wants to do. Feel the frequencies, feel the vibrations, feel the emotions. Let the bass go through you, through your body, through your mind and your soul. Let the frequencies control your emotions. Let the music control you.
He's gonna go f3, e4. No.
open your mind to new possibilities, to new emotions, new experiences.
This if he takes.
I want you to forget all the emotions before this moment. The happy emotions, the negative emotions, the bad memories, happy memories, worries about the future. You are here now. Just enjoy the moment. Let your body do what your body wants to do. Feel the frequencies, feel the vibrations, feel the emotions. Let the bass go through you, through your body, through your mind, and your soul. Let the frequencies control your emotions. Let the music control you.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That was extremely tense, obviously, because I had a fucking second for like 40 moves. In my opinion, he trolled hard here. I have 2 seconds, and I have nothing to do with this knight. It's trapped, and he gives me a trade, plus a knight against bishop position, which often helps the knight. It's just easy to play with a knight in time pressure. And then b4, once I get this, black is suddenly just fine, so that helped a lot. I was very fortunate he played that. Honestly, I gotta say, it wasn't a great game by me. Like, obviously, I've just been in so many sweaty games that when he played this really kind of like slow position, white's slightly better with the bishop pair. He kind of played it well, just didn't commit anything. But yeah, just like the slow kind of I don't know, like nothing was happening. It wasn't an intense game, intense middle game, just very maneuvery, and it kind of threw me off. I wasn't playing very well. But definitely my end game was played pretty well, I think, overall. This was great, playing rook a7 and then getting that. Okay, don't even have time to talk about it. Okay, we're playing Sadwani, I believe. It's a very, very strong player, but I don't think you're gonna be surprised that I say that at the beginning of every game here. F6, I'll go back. Let's take and go e4. Sometimes even that move as well. It's possible playing b4 first may have been good to include. Okay. We'll play b4 later. Okay, this is actually strangely about to win a piece because my knight has nowhere to go, and knight d2 drops the bishop, so. f5, knight d2, e5, bishop c4, and knight e5. Okay, I assume this. I think I want to play b4 here almost. Bishop d5, double the rooks. I think he'll play b6. This one. So take e4, knight d4, knight e5. I don't think this position is the greatest. It's just about which knight he's gonna take. Yeah, this is kind of the most concerning line for me. Okay, I guess we'll play this position. Ugh, losing this pawn is... I think I have to. Feel if I don't do that, I have no counterplay and only got 7 seconds. So. Black is just crushing here. Man, these games are... This game is really bad. E3 is like... There's really not much to do here. Can resign that. Really just didn't have anything. This game there was nothing going on start to finish. So I never really got a good grasp on the position. Never really had time to formulate a plan. Felt like I was really low on time, and the problem is this stuff is all like, I know 96 is not good, but what am I supposed to do? Maybe I'm supposed to play this weird looking move. And then bishop d5. Probably I'm supposed to play knight b3. Maybe knight b3 and then get the rooks in like this. This is probably the move. This looks like a good move. That's a frisky move. Problem is long term, I always hate my structure. Like even this, which is probably the best case scenario, I don't love, even though I'd be lucky to have that. But knight b3 seems reasonable. Just defend that, and then try for. Well, if I get bishop d5 now, then maybe it's okay. But even okay, it doesn't even matter if I find a good move in this position. I don't like the position. That's what matters. I don't like the position at all. I don't like the way it plays. Maybe engine says fine. Maybe there's some moves, but it's not the kind of position I like playing. So I think I would lose this no matter what. Just not my kind of position. Black looks so solid. So there's probably a lot I could have done, but the plan I chose from the start maybe was a little scuffed. I'm not sure. Lots of games still going because my game was actually pretty quick. You what, mate? Chess.com bugs. It's like 20 games still going on my screen. Okay. Last round. Okay. Playing Creekor. Definitely know who that is. Playing the Sicilian, which, in my opinion, has always been quite shaky. When I was last playing classical chess seriously, I think my Sicilian was actually pretty good for my level. Could hang with some top guys, but I don't think it's that good anymore. I think against 26 plus players, kind of have a bit of a shaky Sicilian. This is a theoretical line. Go knight g4 or just h6. Okay, we'll do this one. I think it takes knight back. This one hanging. Like if he takes, I think we take this one. Don't know if he loves playing the move f3, so I'll do this. Provocative. Let's keep the bishop on for now. Okay. White's position looks very pleasant. It's never a good sign when your opponent's position looks pleasant. Yeah, that might be close to GG. My bishop is just pinned here. Yeah. Yeah. Just tank empty, man. What can I say? Tank empty. Last two games just weren't competitive. I'm just not in these games. Tank empty. Tank empty. Last two weren't even. No point even playing them. I can't really say much about the game because again, my head just like wasn't in it. Like, just wasn't really grasping the position very well. Never really liked it. I like my position. I like my opponent's position more than mine the whole game, which is not a good sign. Or at least, I should say it's really hard for me. I don't know if this is other people as well, but when I like my opponent's position more than mine, like I can just say, oh, I'd much rather play their position, even if it's around equal. Or maybe even my opponent's position is worse according to the engine, but I like it more. I have an extremely hard time playing my position. I'm just constantly thinking about how badly I'd like to trade places. So it's not that black's position is bad here. Like I know for a fact black's position is quite fine. Because I've definitely looked at this before, but in a blitz game, I'd much rather be white every time. Yeah, last two games were non-competes. This game, nothing. Didn't have the fire that I had in the rest of the tournament in these last two games. Tough. That was the last round, so we finished with the score we had a couple rounds ago, which wasn't fantastic. Not a fantastic finish. I think the last two games were the two worst games of the tournament by far. I lost. I beat everyone who's lower rated than me. Then I lost to Fandarine second round, which I was not too happy with, but I still played okay that game. Then I thought, even though I lost to Turizaga, all these other games, I thought were, what is it? These ones. So I was happy with like the first 3 games. This one wasn't great. What was this one? Yeah, this one wasn't great. I was okay with the position. This wasn't a great game by me, I have to say. But I had a good position, and I know that black is like doing fine here in general, so I'm just kind of trolling. Not playing that well. Yeah, look at the tactics here. It's tactics everywhere. So this wasn't great, but this was round 2. We're just kind of getting started, getting warmed up. Round 3, we beat the lower rated. Then we beat, was that Serrana? Then we beat Timofeyev. We lost to a Turizaga, but that was a really fun game. I choked it at the end. We beat Tari, I was really happy with that game. We beat Gawain Jones, I was really happy with that game. Kept our stick on the ice, I was really happy with Lenderman's game. And these last 2 games were probably just the worst 2 of the event. Really, really tank empty chess. Not competitive, unfortunately. So didn't get to showcase much there, but we obviously gained a lot of rating because we played pretty much 2850 and up the whole time. Some 2950s, some 3000. And for the most part, the middle, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games were I was really happy with. So I can't complain. I've definitely done better placement wise in Title Tuesday before. No doubt about that. I've gotten more than 7 points before, but something about this one felt like it was one of my better ones, just performance wise. Like I was playing some pretty good chess in the middle. So where did we end up? Not great, eh? So tied for 31st. We had great tie breaks, as you can see, almost the best tie breaks in the category, because we played top players every round. So definitely a good placement. Definitely good overall. It just sucks to end on such lame games. I don't mind losing them. I lost some other games in here that I was really happy with, but unfortunately the last 2 were really kind of really bad games by me.